Hey guys, welcome back. This week we're talking about accessories. Now accessories' purpose are to complement appearances. When you're wearing an accessory, whether it be jewelry or look, I magically grew hair overnight, a wig, it's supposed to complement your appearance. However, that's not the case with this wig. It actually makes me look like I should be driving around in a van with no windows offering kids candy. It just doesn't work for my look. I think I prefer being bald. But accessories on your layout will help complement your layout's appearance. And two of those accessories we're going to talk about today. The first one is lighting, and the second one is sound. Now we're used to lighting and sound in locomotives, but lighting and sound on your layout will really help complement your layout and bring it to life. So a lot of you guys have asked when I did this review on the Woodland Scenics Church last week to light the church. So I decided I was going to go ahead and do a video on a simple way to light. Now I can't stand wiring, so I am not into wiring much. I was surprised I was even able to wire my layout correctly, but this is a simple way to light structures on your layout. And then we're talking about sound for a simple way to add sound to your layout. So let's go ahead and take a look at these two different things that you can use to accessorize your layout and make it come to life. So like I said earlier, I do not like to wire much, but these are Model Power peel and stick lights that are available online from Model Power or just anywhere. I got these from eBay. And these operate at 12 to 16 volts. Sometimes with lighting you need resistors, but these do not require resistors because they operate at 12 to 16 volts. You can buy those old school DC power packs that I'll show you in a second that you can hook these right up to. So the peel and stick lights are real simple. They're just a light that has a nice little double-sided tape on here that you remove the backing. The other side's already stuck obviously, and you stick it wherever you want it inside of a structure. And then the wiring part is pretty simple as well. So I'm going to lay this down here. Now I've got what's called Atlas Model Railroad Layout Wire. This is 20 gauge stranded. You definitely want stranded if you're dealing with sound and lights. I prefer stranded because it's just a kind of conducts better. So you take this, you simply cut off the end with a wire stripper. So you're just going to wire strip the edge here. And I'm not going to do it to save time, but you get the point. You basically expose the wire, and you're going to attach one to each side, and just make sure you have your sides separated. You don't want to run this to one single wire. So you got one side, and you hook another wire to the other side, and you're good to go. Now I'll literally show you how I did this. A lot of people are not fans of my wiring because I don't do things like heat shrink tubing and things like that. But let's go ahead and pick up this church and take a look at what I did. So under this church we have actually two lights placed. So I've got two red wires running to one single of those yellow wires I just showed you, and two white wires running to one of those yellow wires I just showed you. That way I'm keeping the sides separate. Under the layout I have two wires running to the DC power pack I told you about. These DC power packs you can pick up. They're pretty simple. You just hook up, like I said, you're keeping your sides separate, so you want one side on each one, and you want to go ahead and just hook it up. And you may want to check the output voltage beforehand because like I said, these operate at 12 to 16 volts, so you don't want to blow your lights by giving it too many volts. But these usually have a max volt, like this one's 19.2 volts max, so it's not going to go any higher than that, but you want to make sure you're not over giving the lights too much juice because you will blow them eventually. So you can take a multimeter to it, check the output, leave it in, or sometimes people even super glue this down if they don't want to use it for anything else. They'll super glue it or tape it down to that setting, and then you have your voltage set. Alright, so now let's talk about church sounds. As you guys see here, I have this little button that I push with a little label that says church sounds, and when I hit the button it will play the church sounds. But before I show you that, I want to show you a product that is available that will allow you to do this very simply. Okay, so we are under my layout, and I was debating on whether to show you guys the diagram or just show you the actual chip but I can't find the diagram, so I guess my mind was made up for me. This is an ITT Products, that's ittproducts.com chip. This is a church congregation. They have bells and everything else, all kinds of stuff. Not even just for churches, they've got lots of stuff. But anyway, this thing is really simple. It's got 2 screw posts for speaker output, 2 screw posts, actually 3 screw posts that go to the button, and 2 screw posts that go to the power source, which is also a DC power pack, or you buy a power pack through them, which I just bought a power pack through them. The only mistake I made was way down here, because I got a big speaker, a 4-inch speaker, and I didn't really think how big it actually was, so I decided to, I had to make a makeshift speaker box for it, which was just out of cardboard to give it more bass, and it's way down here. But overall, you know, I just had to make a makeshift speaker box because the speaker was so large. If you want a smaller speaker that you can put into the benchwork of your layout, I suggest that. But that's how that's done. It's real simple, guys. I hate wiring, and it was just that simple to go ahead and do that. Speaker wire hookup and everything. The button, it's just screw posts and a little bit of wire stripping and soldering if you want to. So that wraps it up. Let's go ahead and listen to the sounds of the church, listen to the or look at the lighting of the church, and we'll see you next time right here on my channel. Thanks for watching.